And with the new academic year starting, South Africa's high school dropout rates, low learner outcomes and ill-equipped teachers will once again be in the spotlight. Now, are teachers doing enough to upskill themselves? Well, George Eadie, CEO of the Answer series, says the company will provide digital versions of its study guides to all teachers across the country at no cost. He joins us now via Skype. A very good morning to you, George. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Just talk to us first of all about what this series is all about.
Thank you very much for having me, and good morning to your listeners. The Answer series was a series of study guides first started in 1975 and now spans all the major subjects in South Africa that learners struggle with. And it's risen to become the first choice study guide for learners and teachers in South Africa over that time.
And is this study guide available easily to everybody, or is it mainly distributed amongst the biggest cities in the country?
The study guide is available in over 600 stores nationwide. However, there are large areas that remain disconnected for whatever reason, and that's where technology can really lend a helping hand. And, one of the reasons that we created this study guide series is to make a meaningful impact on the standard of education in South Africa. I don't know when last you've spoken to a teacher, but if you have, you'll know that they are extremely overwhelmed. The learners are arriving often malnourished. Often there are 50 plus kids in a class, yet the teacher sits with the dreams of those kids in their hands, and the overwhelm is enormous. So to be able to provide this ebook, which has risen to become the first choice digital study guide in South Africa, to these teachers, no matter where they are, is a real privilege. Frankly, it's a dream come true for our business.
So to the teachers that are watching us now, how would you say that this series actually helps them to do their jobs better and better equip their learners?
So there are two major components that every teacher needs to get right. The one is to communicate the core aspects of any theoretical concept. And the second component, of course, is to assist the learners to apply that information. The modern age, we've got lots of information, but it's about how you apply it. And that's really been the strength of the Answer series all the years, is to be able to say, okay, these are the graded level of examples. And most of your teachers will tell you that setting assessments and setting practice examples is one of the things that takes up the most amount of time. Now, with the digital ebook, the teachers can project the ebook in the classroom, learners can go through exercises, as well as be able to afterwards look at the perfect style of a memo with explanatory notes, making the teacher's job a real time saver, because otherwise they're spending their nights when they should be with their families, preparing all through the night. So that's really a major component. And equally, some teachers, even themselves, have been perhaps moved from one subject to another to fill in the gaps that the South African teaching situation has created. And they themselves are needing to up their game in terms of understanding what are the essential aspects of a particular topic. So that big part of theory and application is really what is, in a nutshell, in the institute.
And then for the learners then, George, are they able to download the ebook onto their tablets? Do they need to make a printout to help them prepare ahead of time before the classes?
And the learners themselves are able to access the ebooks via the Snaplify Engage platform. We chose Snaplify because they're a trusted and long-standing member of the I would say the group of companies that are transforming education in South Africa to be more digital. And you can access the ebook at a reduced price than what it otherwise would be as a physical book, because you're only paying for a one-year subscription. And they can have it on their mobile phone or tablet or whatever it may be.
I actually wanted to ask you about the cost then. Since this has been distributed free of charge to the entire nation, how does somebody access it? How are you able to actually maintain your operational costs?
So, the big test for us is that we want to be generous with our content. Our dream is to see this content in every classroom in South Africa. We're essentially exposing ourselves to a risk here. We could have all this going on for free, and it isn't something that, let's say, returns us an investment. But if the books are delivering the value that we think that they hold, then what we're hoping to see is that more learners and more schools will be able to lobby their district and their circuit to critique the learners having the copies for themselves. And all the years, the answer series has sought ways to find the lowest prices to provide, especially with a quintile 1, 2, 3, and sometimes even 4 schools. Those that are less resourced, and that's a huge purposeful aspect of the answer series, being a family-run business and really seeking, as we said, to raise the standard of education in South Africa, not just turn a profit.
And just lastly, for the viewers who might have missed it, where can they get a hold of this answer series?
So you're able to buy the answer series in many major store chains in South Africa, be it CNA, PNA, Bargain Books, etc., etc. They're all over the country. You can also go to our website, theanswer.coza. And we also have a store in Imam Haron Road in Claremont, in Cape Town. So if you search online, you'll find it, and we'll be able to help you. We have live chat on our website. If you've got the will, there is certainly a way.
Thank you very much, George, and all the best with your endeavours of solving the problems of education in the nation. George Eadie there, the CEO of the Answer Series, trying to help teachers do their work better and help pupils be better prepared for the classroom environment and do better at their learning. Now, at least one person has been wounded